Hey TnTStrong, happy holidays. We figured that we would provide you a list of some of our favorite fitness gear that we've used this year, from the least expensive to the most expensive, and hopefully you find it useful. All the links for any of the items will be provided below. Most of them are from Amazon, but a few of them are from outside sources. So let's get started.
What's in your bag over there first?
Here we go.
Ooh, okay. So first item, under $10, Lacrosse Balls. Great stocking stuffers, kind of quick little cheap gifts to go to. Maybe if they know they have a little bit of soreness or aches and pains, kind of similar. Great objects to go to.
Also cheap enough that, you know, if you have a coworker, something like that you're doing a holiday gift exchange for, that you need to get a cheap gift under $10. These are perfect. They come in a pair for less than $10. And even if the person already has one or two, I think we have 7 or 8.
Maybe closer to 10.
Yeah. We keep them in our cars, our backpacks, house, where we work, everything. Jet apparently wants to eat some of these. So Lacrosse Balls, first item on the list, under $10. Coming up next, under $20. This is the Orb. There are quite a few varieties of this, but basically it's a spherical foam roller. It's kind of like the hybrid mix between a lacrosse ball and a foam roller. It has its pros and cons. It's light, it's packable. You can travel with it a little bit easier than a foam roller. I really specifically use this for rolling out my glutes. $20, awesome. Kind of a step up from the lacrosse ball if you're looking at maybe spending just a little bit more. But again, even if someone already has one of these, 2 of them won't hurt. They can keep one in the car, one at home, one at the gym, whatever it is. Mobility tool, so the Orb. Under $30.
Resistance bands. You can usually, especially on Amazon, get a pack for under $30 for a pair of 4 resistance bands. There's always a really light one, which then will make its way all the way up to a very heavy one. If you have somebody, a friend, family member, so that maybe travels a lot or maybe doesn't have the equipment that they would ideally like from a, it's a gym or that gym that they usually go to, but they're doing a lot of at-home workouts, but want to add in a little bit of resistance into their workout, a pack of resistance bands is the best thing that you could get them. Anybody who's traveling, doing a lot of at-home workouts, that needs something extra, a 4-pack of resistance bands is the best present that you could get them.
And like I said, I'll link exactly this pack that we bought for under $30, but I think they're all exactly the same. I think they're all made by the same company, and then other companies just buy them and put their sticker or logo on them. If you see a better deal or a pack of 5 or a pack of 2, whatever, I think they're all good. Under $50. Oh, hidden over here, we have a Ruck Plate. All it is basically a piece of metal that weighs 20 pounds, but it's shaped to fit into a backpack. There are quite a few backpacks that have Ruck Plate pockets. And what this is designed to do is just to make exercise, hiking. We use them when we go to the zoo, walking around, just getting a little extra activity for any type of body weight movement or cardio, making them harder. We would recommend, if you're giving the gift for anyone who's under 150 pounds, to get the 20-pound plate. And if they're over 150 pounds, then you're gonna want the 30-pound plate, especially if they start to do some events and things that require Ruck Plates. That's usually the cutoff differential is 150 pounds, 20 under, 30 over. So
if that's maybe hard for you to still maybe decide, you can always do 20 for a female and 30 for a male as well. Like, you can look at it that way too.
We have, one of my favorites, a steel mace.
Ooh.
So this is the present for someone who has everything fitness-wise already. They probably don't have steel maces. For the cheapest or the lightest, what we have here is
7-pound one.
7 pounds. I think they're under $30 or right at about $30. And then if you get them pretty heavy, they can go up to about $90 or $100. So
they're nice, they're fun. So like Weston said, it's an object that for someone who has maybe everything that you could think of. I bet they probably don't have a steel mace.
They're fun to smash things with. Check out our video.
Yeah, we smashed a watermelon or a couple watermelons with them. Retrospect is, I think, where we Or well, that's
They're
the company
Amazon.
that they're made from, but we got ours off of Amazon.
We are under $100. So a foam roller, but this one has a rechargeable battery in it. It vibrates. Sounds a little silly, and I kind of bought this on a whim. I didn't know if it was really going to work, but we've ended up using this one more. We have 3 other foam rollers that I can just see sitting here in the living room, so this would make 4 in my hands. And this is the one we use. Low back pain, any type of muscle recovery. Kick this thing off. The battery lasts a long time. If you're going on a trip, you wouldn't need to bring anything to charge it with. And if you didn't want to use it with the vibrating option, it still works as a good foam roller. This exact one that I have in my hands, I searched this morning on Amazon for it. It is out of stock, or I couldn't find this exact brand, but I linked one again, just like the resistance bands. I think they're all the same or just about the same. So I found one that was very, very similar to this. It's just not orange, if I can remember off the top of my head.
And I'd say if you're looking for a vibrating foam roller, most of the time it's like the Hyperice, which is still a great one. It's very good, but if you're like, I don't want to spend over $100 on something, it works just as well.
All right, so the next item on the list, we didn't know exactly where to put it in the lineup, is a jump rope. And the reason we didn't really know where to put it is because it's a great tool. Again, if someone travels a lot, they can throw it in a bag, keep it in a backpack all the time. But jump ropes range between like $3 and well over $100. We kind of have 3 options. The very cheapest option is under $15. We don't personally have that one. We have used one very similar at gyms before. It's a good jump rope, maybe for a teenager, a beginner, someone who hasn't jumped rope since middle school, whatever it is, someone who's getting back into fitness. If someone's trying to learn double unders, one of the best things they can do is have their own rope. So it's not always a different length rope, a different speed rope, whatever, a different weighted rope. Anyone who's getting into jump roping, $15 jump rope, perfect.
I have a Rogue one. I've had this one for years. It's been great. It's a little more of a speed rope. What did we look up?
$30.
Around, okay, $30. So obviously a little bit nicer than the $15 one. It's gonna have a little bit more spin when you're trying to, complete those double unders. So that will give you a little bit of an assistance there. But I love it. The only thing is with it, I had to adjust it to where I wanted it to sit, where I needed it to sit for my height.
The next step, or a couple steps up,
A little bit more of a couple, like 2 or 3 steps.
2 or 3 steps. My jump rope, it's the Evo speed rope. This one was fully customized to me, got measured for my height. The handles are, in my opinion, the most comfortable handles. They're the fastest handles. You can customize the handle color, all the options down to the weight of the rope itself, the color of the rope, the color of the handles. It's $125. So obviously not for everyone, maybe not even necessary at all. Bought it for myself for, I think, a 30th birthday present. I was intrigued by this. It's so fast. It actually makes jump ropes. Yeah, it'll feels like it's gonna cut your toe off. So again, not for beginners, probably not even necessary for veterans. It was just something that I kind of wanted my size. I'm 6'5", so when we go to a random gym, a lot of times the jump ropes are too short for me. So I got a custom made one, basically, is the reason why I was willing to spend so much money. So now we're in kind of the spendy, right? We're over $125. We have a plate carrier or weight vest. This one specifically is a 511 Tech plate carrier. There are cheaper options. This one for just the vest,
the carrier, no
just
plates.
the carrier is normal price, $199. They do go on sale fairly often. I'm not sure if they'll be on sale before you need the gift for whoever you're getting a gift. But you do have to buy the plates separately.
Weight vest plates, not like the plate that we showed you. The 20-pound like black rectangular one that won't fit in the actual shape of the weight vest.
So with the plate carrier, as Terrence said, you want plate carrier plates. You can't use the Ruck plates, even though they're way cheaper. These are thin, they're made out of steel, and you have different weight options. There's male, female kind of standards.
It does say do not use as body armor.
These aren't bulletproof vests. You go run into the beach with just one of these on, you get some weird looks. We did a step up video that I can link right up here, wearing ours, and we got some weird looks doing that. The other thing I really like about it is A lot of the events and things that we do give out Velcro patches.
It's fun.
It's a little metal
Kind of show,
trophy
you can kind of
case.
show off exactly what you've done, yeah. And they come in colors.
Again, I wouldn't pick black because people will think you're a terrorist or a SWAT officer. Like, I know that sounds kind of like a joke, but I've had this vest for years now. If you were going to get a color, like I have this gray because I just figured it wouldn't stain when I sweat or, you know, ran through the mud, whatever with it. Honestly, if I could go back, I would probably get like bright orange or like literally like pink camouflage or something. It sounds dumb, but then I think people will realize that you're not a police officer or something because you will get weird looks with these on.
It's fun.
It's fun. We're into our super spendy and one's on your wrist. So we each wear Garmin watches.
So I have the tactical instinct. I only have the tactical. I'm not in the military or something where I would need the tactical. I just wanted a black watch. The only one that came in all black was the Instinct Tactical. Garmin, it's great. I use it a lot to just be able to track my steps. It does track my heart rate, monitor my heart rate. I use it to keep track of the amount of calories I burn, where my heart rate's at, to just keep track of my activity that I do. Sync straight up to Strava, and so I have all of that access to be able to look back and see kind of how I'm improving or where I'm at for that month or where we're at in the year.
Mine, also Garmin. I have the Fenix 5X Plus, has quick release straps. Normally, if you see, I think almost any other of our videos, I have the blue straps on, but I randomly switched that the other day to black ones. There is a Model 6 out, more expensive, obviously, it's the new model. I love the Fenix 5, feels pretty much bulletproof. The glass, I don't want to say is unbreakable or unscratchable, but I put this watch through anything and everything that you can imagine, and there's not even a blemish on the surface. That's why my watch is slightly more expensive than Taryn's.
Yeah.
They do pretty much the same thing. Hers is the new model of that line. Mine is the 1 year old model. So the things that they can do are similar, but mine is solid metal. It's heavy, it's big. Taryn's tried it on her wrist. It's too big for her, or she doesn't like it. Syncs straight up to Strava. Yeah, it does anything and everything you can think of, except for you can't send text messages from it. You can't take calls from either one of these. So these are fitness watches that have smart notifications. Like if Taryn calls me, it pops up on here saying Taryn's calling. I can answer the phone from my watch, but I can't speak into it and talk to her if my phone is in the other room or something. If you want a watch that works as hard as you do, get a Garmin Instinct or a Fenix line Garmin.
If you are looking for something like that has that kind of glass, I'd say either the Instinct or the Instinct Tactical. Try to stay away from the Solar because the Solar won't have that kind of glass protection, like the Gorilla Glass, I think is what they use.
The same thing as well, the Fenix 5 didn't have a Solar line or option, whatever. I believe the Fenix 6 does. It's not going to be as bulletproof. That was it.
Is that it?
It's the bottom of the Christmas bag. It's a heavy bag though. Santa Claus is getting strong today. Comment below if you have any questions, if you need any other suggestions in different categories or different fields. And these are things that we use at least once a week. I mean, most of them every day, and most of them you'll see in some of our other videos making debuts or some type of workout, making it harder or tracking it or better or whatever.
Hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully you have a great holiday, and hopefully have a great rest of your guys' year.
Subscribe if you haven't. Hit the thumbs up button. Leave us comments. See you next time.
See y'all later.